is the movement of the solvent. So let's say the membrane is semi-permeable, that it lets the solvent pass through, which is water here, and not the solute. So water can get through, but the solute cannot. Which way will water move? The ultimate goal is equilibrium. The concentrations have to become equal. So water moves from lower solute concentration to higher, diluting the higher one, making the two concentrations equal. So this is equilibrium, after which there will be no more net movement of water. So water moved along its gradient from high to low, but in terms of the solute, it moved from lower to higher concentrations of the solute. This movement of the solvent is called osmosis. If we were to apply pressure to the more concentrated side, we could stop the movement of water. This pressure that can just stop the solvent from migrating, that is the osmotic pressure. This osmotic pressure depends upon the number of particles in the solution. The concentrations of solutions are expressed in moles. It's a molar concentration. Here we're talking about osmoles. The solute, once dissolved in a solution, can dissociate or not. If it doesn't dissociate, like glucose, then 1 mole of glucose is 1 osmole. While if it does dissociate, like sodium chloride, which splits into a sodium ion and a chloride ion, that's 2 osmotically active particles. So assuming it completely dissociates, that's 2 osmoles. The number of osmoles per liter of a solution, that's the osmolarity or the osmotic concentration of that solution. Osmolarity with an R. So it's osmoles per liter, or if it's smaller, milliosmoles per liter. If the same thing is expressed per kilogram, then it's osmolality with an L. So osmoles per kg or milliosmoles per kg. So we have two solutions, and if the osmolarity of the two solutions are equal, then they are isoosmotic. But what if they're different? Then the lower one is hyposmotic, and the higher one is hyperosmotic. So iso, hypo, and hyper. Osmolarity and osmolality, they take into account the concentrations of the solutions, yes,